Hello, beautiful Aquarius friends. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. You are all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. However you resonate with that sign, welcome. I'm happy to have you all here on YouTube. Because we are on YouTube, it is going to be general tarot messages that I am spinning out for you today, specifically regarding love. So if you're not looking for messages on love, this might not be your video. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in. It may also represent someone from your past. Because these are general messages, I ask for you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, it is up to you, Aquarius, to take away only the messages that serve you in some capacity, that resonate for you, inspire you, motivate you, confirm something you needed to hear, etc. Never force anything to fit your circumstance or scenarios, guys. Let it be organic, and also give yourself time to understand and process the messages. Not everything will click for you instantly. In a few hours, days, weeks, something may resonate, strike a chord, take it and run with it. That means it was your message. And anything that doesn't serve you, drop it like it's hot. You don't need to take on that energy. Everything else is written in the description box below for you. You got Queen of Pentacles bottom of your deck and Queen of Cups. Interesting, Aquarius. You got two suitors going on? Interesting. With very feminine, soft, lovely energy. A card of Capricorn, a card of Cancer. Could also be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very earthy and water energy. Not to mention this true love here. I see you, true love card. This is the romance of a lifetime. Damn, Aquarius. All right. I want to be an Aquarius. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. We are in the age of Aquarius. No, we're in the birthday season of Aquarius, though. So, yeah. I hope this message finds you well. A couple more shuffles. We're going to hop in for you. I got so excited by bottom of your deck. I got all distracted. All right. Let's do it for my beautiful Aquarian babes. Damn. And then you got 10 of Pentacles and Temperance. So some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, but 7 of Pentacles. Okay. You are not sure who you want to go all in with yet, because you may have 3 suitors, an earth sign, a water sign, and a Sagittarius. You're keen on the Sagittarius. The sexual passion is there. But yes, my Aquarians are not rushing into anything because they're waiting to feel like they hit the jackpot. One of these suitors may actually have a lot of money, and it's almost like they're trying to woo you or romance you with like material goods. Probably your earth sign, if I'm being honest, but you're not into that. You're kind of like, I can stand on my own. I don't need your handouts. And I don't think you're not interested in them, but they're going about it the wrong way. Yeah, it seems like you have more passion or sexuality for maybe a fire sign, but specifically a Sagittarius. But that Sagittarius is playing some head games. It's like one day they're in, one day they're out, and you don't know where you stand. Interesting. All right, so let's hop into your actual reading. Your energy, Aquarius, is engagement. Okay, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right. Yeah, that's what I mean. It does feel like you're dating around, and it seems like you have a lot of people around you, whether or not they're making romantic gestures. A lot of people's eyes are on you, Aquarius. And maybe it's because your birthday, you are the star, you are the center of attention. You got a lot of people who at least are like flirting or wanting to flirt or kind of, just be around you, be part of your energy. So then you have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so making some sort of decision. Also, communication, but an idea, an epiphany of who you're extending your love, your flirtation, your romance to. Page of Cups. So it may involve that water sign of who you choose. You are the air sign in this reading, but it may also be you choose to extend your love to someone who's not brand new. It's someone who you've been developing a friendship or a romance or a relationship over time. It's presenting as a page, so it's not brand new. It's not the ace. So it does seem like whoever you're offering your cup to, this would have been someone either you've kept in the friend zone or maybe you've kind of had on-off relationships with. This person may have children. And yet there may have been some sort of awkwardness of emotion between you guys in the past. And so it's not a clean slate in terms of no emotional baggage. This is someone who, like, maybe you're Sagittarius. You have 2 5s, like the awkward number. It's change and it's a little bit chaotic. It's back and forth. With the 5 of Cups, it's someday you feel sort of heartbroken or disenchanted about the potential of this relationship. But then other days you do see it quite optimistically. And no, like we do have feelings and there is something there. So ambivalence is very much what I'm sensing on your part too, Aquarius. But something about the Temperance, your potentially your Sagittarius, there's ambivalence there of, can we leave the past in the past and move forward with like a clean slate, right? Like, cut out the shit we don't need anymore and like move forward with pure intentions. Yeah, because this person is like your sweetie pie, or they call you that. Something about your sweet, or yeah, sweetheart. That might be, which I mean is a very common like loving name, but yeah, something about that is important. Sweetie pie. Sorry, and your person may have a child, specifically a daughter. All right, so let's look at your person. Let your friendship help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, there's a good chance that the main person you have your eye on, they're already in your social network. It could also be a Gemini. And again, they're presenting as the lovers, so it's someone you've had to make choices about in the past. That could be choices of, I don't want to date you, or choices of, hey, let's leave the past in the past. Difficult conversations about your relationship or your partnership. It seems like I just keep getting, there's been heavy conversations in the past with this person, but they want to start anew. They want to release the emotional burdens or the things that you guys have done or built together that ultimately maybe was part of like the downfall of this relationship. They're ready to let those things go. But what I'm actually sensing is that the downfall or the pitfalls or the strain, the struggles in this relationship, it had more to do with their stuff. So a lot of my Aquariuses are like, oh, well, of course they just want to forget it and leave the past in the past. But it's like, that doesn't make it right what you've done to me. So with that Aquarius, no shade, but there is like a tiny little bit of like resentment on your part. And that is going to like cloud your judgment or cloud the purity of the love that could exist between you. You may also be interested in an Aquarius or an Aries or a Libra for that matter. You have a lot of signs coming up. So yeah, justice. This person is trying to like recalibrate the scales between you. They want to bring justice, harmony, balance to the relationship. Because yeah, somebody did something in the past that they're not proud of. Seven of Swords. It's sometimes the liar, cheater, thief card, though it doesn't always have to be that. It could be someone who made a decision that they weren't confident on when they made it, but ultimately they move forward on it and now they're kind of in limbo of, I feel like that wasn't the right thing, or I should have done that, or I should have said this. They do feel bad about that. They do have some guilt or some sadness potentially in the way they treated you or the way they cut it off or something they said to you that was actually quite painful. They also may have had other lovers in their life that was sort of drawing them away from you. And I'm not necessarily sensing cheating per se, but yeah, this person had other people around them as well. And so maybe they weren't making good decisions in terms of thinking long-term. This person, especially if they were a Sagittarius, they may have moved impulsively towards like what they were desiring in the moment, something about the heat of the moment, but they didn't think about like the long-term consequences or effects that their actions would have had on you. But again, there is remorse here. There is a desire to release everything that's happened in the past and start fresh, a clean slate. You could also be dealing with a Leo. This person does care a lot about you, and even if it was never to be romantic again, it would make them very sad to lose your friendship. And they want to come in and have a conversation with you, but they're worried that you will decline the offer. They're worried that you don't want to hear it. And so they're fearful to even move forward with that. They have the Eight of Swords, so the mental prison. They're keeping themselves mentally entrapped rather than extending the gesture to move forward, to flirt with you, to communicate on some level. On the inside, this person is very immature. And again, they recognize that they've made mistakes in the past, and their mistakes somehow have spilt over into your energy. So I don't know if you are parents and you have a child together, or maybe you bailed them out. I don't know, maybe you bailed them out of jail. That's not what I was going to say, but you do have the prison card coming up. Maybe you bailed them out of a tough time financially, and so they feel like in debt to you. Yeah, particularly something about money is important in terms of the two of you. You may make a lot more money. You may be the sugar daddy or the sugar mama or whatever. And I don't even mean to phrase it like that, but you can sort of understand what I'm saying here. They may have been reliant on you in the past, and in some capacity, I don't know if they're ready to pay you back, especially financially, but emotionally, they still want to be a part of your life. But yeah, they're extremely fearful that you've lost all feelings for them, but they still hold a cup for you. They are presenting as King of Cups. So here's the thing. They have grown significantly. Their maturity has grown significantly in that they know more about what it is that they want and desire in love, But it's almost like too little too late is what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. I think it would take a lot for you to accept them back into your life. And they know that. They have multiple cards indicating, I want to move forward with Aquarius, but unrequited love, that's on your part. It's not them. They are very much thinking about you. You're in their headspace. But yeah, like it seems like they did a little bit of damage to you. Five of Cups, they left you in this awkward place emotionally. It's like just when you were starting to have feelings for them or really like become invested, wanting to be exclusive or wanting to talk about marriage. It's almost like they cut it right off and went to someone else or just became very cold and distant. And so, yeah, there's a lot of like, it feels like people like trying to get through a brick wall. There's definitely a divide between you. There's something getting in the way. Let's talk more about that. Yes, something about Sagittarius is important here. This person is very lucky. And there may be a tinge of resentment on your part because you feel like other people are constantly bailing this person out of situations. And there's part of you that wants them to grow up and mature and have to fight the battles themselves. You don't always constantly want to be saving the day for them or having to step in and, yeah, like be their hero. You're wanting them to like step up, to man up. Even if this is a woman that you are interested in, you're wanting them to like fight their own battles. You both are interested in each other in some capacity. The spy card has come up, so you may be looking them up on social media or just kind of keeping tabs on what they're up to. Particularly if you do have a child with this person, there's probably some communication there, but there is like a little bit of a sting with you, Aquarius. There's a little bit of resentment or anger, but there's interest. So whatever that means to you, interest in making peace with the past, even if you don't want to get together romantically, interest in like, yeah, reconciling something, or I think a lot of you want an apology. I don't know if that's what's in store for you immediately, but is this person capable of it? Absolutely. If they've matured enough emotionally, King of Cups is the highest you can get in the cup suit, right? Again, how I was saying, waiting for the jackpot, I think you have feelings for this person, but they screwed up a lot in the past, and so you're not willing to like put all your eggs in that basket. I think you're willing to wait it out and see what comes. Yeah, the Lovers, another card of Gemini. This person may have, because Saggy and Gemini are divine counterparts, there may have been, I hate to say third party stuff, but if there was a severing and you both went opposite ways, they may have been involved with a Sag or a Gemini at some point, and you may have seen pictures of that on social media, or I don't even know, you may have even met them at some like mutual space where it's like, bring your spouse or bring your girlfriend or boyfriend. You may have gone solo or stag. It could have been to like your child, like a PTA meeting or your child's school play. You may have had to meet their new significant other and it left a bad taste in your mouth. It made you feel very slighted, like you put all the work and effort into this relationship and now, they're off with their new person and you're like, well, what about me? Like, what the hell? Yeah, there is a mountain to get over, a mountain to climb. You might be dealing with a Capricorn in order to reconcile this and make it better. But what the cards are saying is, like, are you even emotionally interested in this person, or is it that you're not? It seems emotionally void, but because it is familiar, you're having trouble tearing yourself away from it. There's not a lot of love left here, but what you're focused on is the disappointment of the past. You're not looking at it with the optimistic outpoint of new opportunities. And so new opportunities, but I say that in multiple facets. New opportunities to make this better, sure. But some of you, I don't think you love this person, but it's like you're a little bit jealous that they found someone else. And you're like, but what about me? Well, look, that's the what about you. There's a new cup. There's an Ace of Cups, brand new, fresh new love that's trying to work its way into you. That is like the hand of God or the hand of universe trying to be like, Aquarius, would you like this? It's new love. But it's like that bitterness, that kind of nasty energy is really clouding your judgment, right? With clouds, there's not clarity in terms of who or what you're looking for in love. It's almost like you just know what you don't want because you learn that the hard way. But as shitty as that is to hear, you actually gained a lot of valuable insight from dating or being with this person. So whether or not you choose to move forward with it, make sure that you are opening yourself up to new opportunities, right? Be that romantic or even friendships. You have something good trying to come into you, particularly with a Cancer. Yeah, it's saying the exact same thing. The Five of Cups, the past disappointments that are emotionally void. This is my total eclipse of the heart. It's all you can see are those spilled cups. You're not seeing avenues for new love, for new opportunity, or potentially reunion, reconciliation. It's very muddled though. Sometimes I get message that is absolutely reconnection, like, judgment, Six of Cups, like soulmate energy. This isn't that. This is muddled. It feels like the power rests with you and your person is sad to have lost you. But it does seem like you're waiting on an apology, and I'm not certain it's coming, at least from this person. With that, I will say, because you are hell-bent on receiving that apology or this person reaching out to you before you move forward, no shade, Aquarius, but you're actually blocking yourself off from other people, like many other people who have eyes for you. If you had a birthday party in some sort of social, it's like socially out on the town with other people, strangers that you would have never met, out at a restaurant, out at a bar, a dance, dancing, a nightclub, whatever. There's something about somebody in that space was actually looking at you with flirtation or flirtatious eyes. Like they have their eye on you and they see you as something about you have good luck around you, or you have I don't know if it's a soul tribe. They may have been intimidated because you had a lot of people around you, and so they weren't willing to come in and take a risk and be like, hi, my name's so-and-so. But yeah, there was something that you were very beautiful. You caught their eye, but they were too intimidated to come in and make some sort of offer. Again, Page of Cups. So it might actually be someone in your friends group, someone you have in the friend zone, but I don't even think you realize that they have a crush on you. So anyway, neither here nor there, other than make sure you're not investing all your time thinking about that person who isn't calling you back, who isn't apologizing, who isn't trying to make it right, because that may actually be universe trying to nudge you in the direction of, Aquarius, you have so many other options. You just don't realize it. Something about a Libra. You have the Justice card twice. Something about the number 18. I don't know if that's an address or if there is a child who is 18 years old, or 1 and 9 I don't know, something about the number 9. I don't know why that number's coming through, but sorry about that, guys. My camera froze there. So yeah, something about the number 18. It may also have to do with waiting for a lump sum of money. I don't know if it's like $1,800 or 18 grand or something about a car. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with that. You'll know what that is. But anyway, yeah, you have multiple options that you're not seeing how good it could be with someone else. So this may be indicating, even if you want to reconcile with this person at some point, if they're not coming in right now, take it as a sign that you're meant to go off on some new adventures, to meet some new people, maybe date around, see what other people have to offer you, because it may be even better than what you were settling for before. Again, Sagittarius and Libra are very prominent in this spread. Maybe a Cancer as well. Or a Pisces. The number 1 and 8, that is the card of, the moon card, the card of Pisces. Going off into the unknown, and again, having faith that there is something better out there for you. True love, not false love, not difficult, messy, complicated love. I'm not saying that this is impossible to heal. If that all that resonated for you, the person who maybe played a little bit of games with you and is feeling, remorse or whatever, that in some capacity was love for you. It was someone you were supposed to meet on your spiritual path, but it may not be your $1 million opportunity. That's what we said, I think, when we first threw down cards, like 10 of Pentacles. That person was like, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, which, whatever. So, that has a difficult connotation to it in itself. But I think you're waiting for the 10 of Pentacles, the person who makes you part of their world. I almost said center of their universe, but I don't want to say that because it makes it sound like they're putting you before everything else. And ultimately, we need to be the most important person in our life. You, Aquarius, in your life, them in their life. But when you are both vibing high and putting yourself first, valuing yourself, that's when you open yourself up to meeting people who are on that same vibe, who have that same energy about them. That makes for a really beautiful relationship. And it's interesting. There is something about that when you start looking at other avenues and putting value in the love that you have to give. You may meet someone, again, I'm wanting to say Sagittarius, something about the Eight of Wands. It takes off really quickly, and that relationship may actually turn into like an engagement ring or something like, at least at minimum, a very committed relationship and exclusivity almost immediately. It's like you guys vibe instantly, and there's something where it takes it to the next level, and it feels way more true than anything you've ever dealt with before or felt before. It changes your perspective. So get out there, Aquarius. Don't marry yourself to marriage, right? Don't marry yourself to the idea that this was my only person and I'll never have that again. And put yourself out there. Final advice or guidance. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. Again, I'm not saying it's impossible to reconcile or heal the past with this person. Some of you just need closure in terms of, somebody did something wrong, you come together, you acknowledge it, and then you move on. I wouldn't say wait for that. I think organically that's probably going to come in at some point, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign. But while that is going on in the background, put all those unhelpful thoughts, all that resentment, bitter, jealousy, if that resonates, put that on the back burner. Don't worry about that. Ultimately, those emotions aren't serving you. They're clouding your purity. They're clouding like the beauty of a fresh cup of love that you have to offer the world. Don't let it taint the well. Don't let it poison the water or sour the waters. And your advice or guidance here, keep an open mind, new people. And that's what I mean about Hanged Man. Don't keep waiting. You keep me hanging on. Don't be that person that is just at home waiting for someone else to call them. Again, that does nothing for your confidence. That does nothing for your self-worth, your value. You are the $1 million. You are the jackpot. So make sure that you treat yourself that way. And then you have 10 of Swords. There's someone who you absolutely feel stabbed in the back by, but with 10 of Swords, you're closing out the cycle of letting those thoughts overpower your life. So again, in the scenario where you never get that apology that I think you so badly want, you want someone to acknowledge the pain and heartbreak you went through. If you find a healthy way of understanding that all happened for a reason, and despite how painful it was or shitty it was, something good actually did come from it. And maybe it was clearing that person out of your life to welcome in a true soulmate, someone that you want to build a family with or a future with. Could also be that you were at a place in your life where you were accepting love that wasn't in its highest vibration, that wasn't in its highest good. It's like, as a page, you were still learning about love yourself. So when someone came and offered you a cup, you didn't think to investigate, well, what's in that cup? Do they really love me? Are they saying things do you understand? Like, it was almost like you were accepting love that didn't match your true value, your worth. Someone kind of threw it your way and you're like, okay, sure. Going through this very difficult circumstance, 10 of Swords, it was painful. It ended in a way that was a bit of a blow to you. It left a sour taste in your mouth. Ultimately, didn't it inform you on the love that you will no longer accept in your life? Didn't it illuminate you to some sort of idea or epiphany of, oh, that's not my person. I don't like this. Like, do you understand? There's valuable knowledge to be gained by the difficult emotional circumstances or situations that you went through. It forced you to raise your vibration. It forced you to recognize that you're an empress. It forced you into a position where you're no longer catering to other people, running in to be their hero and their savior, to get them out of financial debt, to get them out of tricky situations. It may, and again, in a shitty way, 10 of Swords, ultimately, the lessons you took away from this allowed you to raise your vibration, but also to no longer accept bottom feeders, to no longer accept low-hanging fruit. It's just there on the vine. You can reach out and grab the fruit, but when you taste it, it's sour. It doesn't taste good. It was too easy. It came in quite easily. People who are energy vampires wanting to feed off your light and your love, you're no longer accepting that in your life. And it took you a while to learn that, didn't it? 10 of Swords, it's been a painful journey, but look at you now. You're the Empress now, Taurus and Libra vibes. So you may be attracting a Libra because, again, I was saying, when you raise your vibration and you cut off people knowing that your love doesn't match what I deserve. Your love doesn't match the love that I am capable of giving. Once you kind of reset the scales and recalibrate, I just keep wanting to say, I'm sorry, but a better love comes in. Some of my Aquarians out there have been settling for just love that is whatever, but because you've been around it so long, it became your standard of measure. It became your just a willingness to settle for half-hearted offers, for half-assed love. Like, don't you want the $1 million jackpot in love? Don't you want the Empress vibes? Don't you want a richness, an abundance in love? Love that is like ever-flowing, that keeps giving. Cancer is looking real good for a lot of you, or a water sign. Yeah. You have multiple cards indicating, well, you have the Fool twice. Where did my Fool card go? Oh, yeah, here it is. Set yourself free from the past. Ultimately, Ten of Swords, it ended in a way that you wish you could change, but ultimately the cycle is done. It's closed now, so like, go on your merry way. Look optimistically to the future. A Leo might be coming into some of you, but this person has Fool vibes as well. Your vibes match. You are in alignment with what you want. Your cups will match. A lot of you probably went through like a twin flame scenario where it's someone you meet that allows you to hold, again, in metaphor, hold a mirror up to yourself and make you truly recognize, again, what you've been accepting as love versus what you actually deserve and need in love. You're about to meet someone who treats you better than you've ever been treated before, someone who sees you as an empress. Funny, creative, abundant, smart, nurturing, kind, beautiful energy, sexy, flirty, creative, right? Good things coming in. One or both of you may actually have children, and that could be actually a very unique way you meet, dropping the kids off at daycare, or even if you babysit, or it doesn't have to be that, but something about children. You may have very similar interests as a children, like you guys always watch the same TV shows or always ate the same snack foods, and that there's some sort of bond. There's a childhood bond, like a soulmate bond. It could be someone from your childhood that ends up coming back into your life. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Let's throw some zodiac signs on it. Sagittarius is at the very top of your deck, by the way, but that could have been coincidence. Just kidding. There's no such thing as coincidence. You know that, Aquarius. Happy birthday. Go out and celebrate. Even if your birthday is past, go out and celebrate again. Meet new people. Put yourself out there. Because somebody has eyes for you. That's come up several times. But you're still in like this total eclipse of the heart where you're not in a space where you're seeing it. Somebody else sees you. It's like the shadow self. You're letting your darker thoughts win. If this is you, right? Someone else sees you, but they see you as options, opportunities, beautiful avenues for love, to entertain you, to woo you, to excite you, to flirt with you. Get yourself out of that negative headspace. And I know it's easy for me to say, but there is a need to like pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop investing energy in something that is emotionally void, something that there's no more room for it in your life. All right. Capricorn came out. Scorpio came out. Sagittarius came out again. And Taurus. All right, so let me know in the comments below if any of that resonates for you, Aquarius. Sending you all a big birthday hug. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.